which is owned by Viacom, is under scrutiny for the way they're pursuing Jessica Lynch for a multimedia deal. They've implied that if she appears on CBS News, this is not made up, she could host TRL, and then they'll throw in an Ashanti Ja Rule concert in her hometown. That should be very therapeutic when you're recovering from injuries like that. 1500 West Virginia Wigger stomping on your porch. I think this is great. She deserves everything that's coming to her. Because you know what? What's wrong with her being a celebrity getting paid? Instead of a poster of Christina Aguilera, the kid has a poster of Jessica Lynch. Instead of reading obsessively about J-Lo and Ben Affleck, we start reading more articles of the guy that cut his arm off on the mountain, you know? That guy should have his own series, like a how-to book on body part removal, like a Bob Vila show on how to survive. The American Medical Association, we never allow it because it show people how to do your own operation. But we don't encourage people that really do it. Like Rosie O'Donnell, she's rich. She doesn't talk about it, but I'll talk about it. You know how much money she gave after 9/11? $10 million. Nobody talks about that. Bill Gates has given away billions. Ted Turner, billions lately. Instead of America's richest, why don't the front pages of like these magazines say the people that give away the most? I'm going to start it. I'm going to start selling posters of Mother Teresa, and I think every teenage boy will want one. Obviously, I photoshopped Cindy Margolis's body, but you keep Mother Teresa's face, and more importantly, you keep Mother Teresa's message. This looks like American Gladiators type. You know, the networks are offering generous proposals in an effort to get the first big interview with Jessica Lynch. Can the news media be unbiased when courting and buying news subjects? Well, Louis.
Well, the news media is about as unbiased as my left nut. By the way, my left nut accepts a lot of money from drug companies every year.
He's not making that up. Laura.
No, because the media has packaged the war like Survivor with knapsacks and gas masks. And Jessica Lynch has breasts, so she gets $3 million while the other men starving and sweating are disqualified.
All right, Rick.
Unbiased? How about Jessica Lynch dolls on the shelves of Rite Aid singing Rescue Me every time you press her broken arm? And she can sing with the babbling burqa Barbie doll backup singers with that, you know, removed clitoris Sarah Jessica Parker Stepford fundamentalist look in her eye. And you can have James Earl Jones sell it, you know, like Sex in Iraq, Jessica Lynch as you've never seen her before. She's got a butt like J-Lo.
Dan! I don't care whether the news media is biased or unbiased. This is the story of someone who had no money, got the crap beaten out of her, and can't remember large chunks of her life. Not only do I support Jessica Lynch, I am Jessica Lynch.
Yes. Yeah. Oh. I love it. So what do you guys think? Is this like, is this a way to skirt paying for the interview? Is that what they're doing?
Hey, Colin, you know, it's just business, man, right? And, you know, sex sells. Jessica Lynch, you know, what do you want to do? Look at, like, Hillary's drooping face? Or do you want to see, like, Jessica Lynch in fishnets and heels, maybe pushing her, like, new Girls of Nazarea Gone Wild special? I mean, it sells. That's what they want.
No, she's cute, but I'm attracted to Hillary, because I don't have any porn channels, so you have to adapt to what you have, you know?
Yes.
So I look at Hillary and I'm like, yeah, you know, I can form a fantasy about her.
I know Louis a long time, and I question whether he has porn channels or not.
Yeah. Well, it's a family.
See, seriously, though, it's over. Like, it's gone. Like, it's not even an issue. It's all entertainment. That's all it is. She's, like, going to do her dance. And it's like hanging out with a hot chick. You go, wow, that's some story you told me, you know, and then, you know.
Like, this is a way for her to get laid on a whole new level.
That's right.
That's true, too.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Maybe, like I said, Ashton Kutcher. He's around.
That's right.
He's mixing it up.
Don't you think the whole thing's changed, though? I mean, like with the close media scrutiny of the war at CNN and all the channels covering it, like she became an instant hero. You know, back in the day, though, you know, a guy like spent 5 years at the Hanoi Hilton. You know, he'd have his agent. Maybe he'd get on like the Carson show, but he'd have to really like, you know, bang heads. And maybe he'd get bumped by like some bad comic. You know.
You're right.
I'm glad you like it.
That's true. But the truth is, in the long run, whatever else is wrong with it, don't you think it's better that Elizabeth Smart gets paid, that Jessica Lynch gets paid, the guy who lost his arm gets paid, rather than some new semi-non-celebrity getting more money? And don't you think kids in the long run would listen up? If you started encouraging like heroes posters, it would sell better? Not better, but I mean, sell pretty good. I was going to say better than Pamela Anderson.
Anytime anybody gets some of, to me, it's like the money. It's out there, and some people that don't have it get some. Yeah, it's great, even if they got it in some weird way.
See,
you should get it.
What weird way? Nothing with you don't have porno channel, so
like you know.
All right,
working at a glory hole for a couple months. It's not a bad way.
Yeah, he's got a point.
You can make money, you know.
Now let me ask you this. The U.S. military is considering sending troops in to take out Hamas in the Middle East. Hamas, the terrorist organization, in an effort to stop terrorist attacks. Should the U.S. intervene, Danny?
You know, I've long held the theory that sending in the troops is not the greatest thing, you know, because number one, first off, you're going to fuel the rage. It's like us fighting other people's battles, you know. We don't want... You know what I've always said? We send in a bunch of Italian guys from Bensonhurst. Tell them, this is your neighborhood. Get your baseball bats out, all right? I mean, it's worked in the past. I'm not, you know, advocating the violence, but, you know, it has worked.
Yes, it has worked. But more when people come into their neighborhood than them going actually proactive, I don't know if it would work.
How can you say that?
Rick, believe me, I think he was sort of joking, not completely.
You can send the Palestinians...
It's the same thing, isn't it? It's like, hey, man, can you go beat this guy up for me? Here's 20 grand. I heard that's...
Well, actually, exactly. It's like that old movie, My Bodyguard, with Matt Dillon. You know, Matt Dillon's picking on the skinny kid, so he hires Adam Baldwin, and then he hires the psycho biker on Crystal Meth, you know. I don't remember how the movie ended, but it wasn't good.
Well, I don't care how you act with other shows. You don't leave me alone with these people on this show. We'll be right back. President Bush expects to raise a record-breaking $200 million for his campaign, more than all the Democratic funds combined, and double the amount he used to get elected in 2000. First of all, if you have to double your campaign money after you already did 4 years, don't you think that's a sign of not such a great job? I believe if I was Bush, you raise the funds, then you say, look, this is ridiculous, I'm going to stop the cycle, and you donate all the money to the poor. That's the move. Then everybody votes for you. But he won't do that because his advisors are too scared to do something different. All these political people are like network executives. They have to poll everybody in the country before they'll make a move. Think about it. There's a way around this. The most popular shows are daytime talk shows and reality TV. You know what I'm saying? So what we do is we have everybody hook up to a lie detector test like they do on Maury Povich. You hook everybody up that's going to run for office, and you have everybody vote like on American Idol for everything. It really is an amazing solution. Yes, not the funniest thing, but it certainly is food for thought. Rick, hate to bring you to the lurch with that one, but Rick, what do you think?
Let me see. Oh, yeah, well, when I saw Lieberman down at the welfare office, and he actually said, now I get it, you know? I mean, and then Bush explaining his revelations, you know, because of the peace demonstrations and how they struck him.
Right.
I started to realize that they do have a soul and that there will be a cap someday. It may not be now. And I don't really even consider this a topic. I don't really care about it. They're so rich, I don't even get it. And there's nothing... It's nothing but a party in the White House. See how I took that into the truth? It's nothing but a party. That was great. It's a party at the White House. It's not even. It's based on greed, the whole thing. So it's not something you're gonna be like, wow, they're gonna lower it. They're gonna make the cap lower a few grand.
Right.
Well, I think it's a huge waste of money. Is the thing. I mean, I think it's great that Bush broke the record. You know, that's great. But you know, but I just think.
You just say that because you want people to remind that you look like Mark McGuire.
That's right. Here's the thing, you know, it's a huge waste of money, the money they spend on campaigns. Like, think of what you could do with that money if you didn't, it's peed away into just nothing. Nobody gets, there's no harvest of a fruit. And there's no toy built for a child to choke on or anything like that, you know? There's just nothing. It just goes into the atmosphere. And think if you had that money, if you decide, okay, I'm not going to run for president, I'm going to go, and he could buy all the pants in the world for that money and just burn them. Screw everybody. Don't wear pants. Or they could pool all the campaign money together, buy all the baseball teams, and make them wear dresses from now on.
That's what you would do.
That's what I would do with the money.
Okay, what about this? Scott Peterson has been inundated with love letters since his arrest 2 months ago. Louis, is this proof yet again that women don't want a nice guy?
Well, look, you know, it's really hard to find a good man. I think that's clear. And I don't blame these women because, look, Scott Peterson is a murderer probably, but he's got a really nice ass. And I don't mind. I don't blame them for being attracted to him because I am attracted to him. And I'm not gay. I'm just saying that I want to have sex with Scott Peterson. Right. So, you know, just if you're out there, Scott, you know, I know you didn't do it, man. Just call me.
But women, like, women always want, like, what's, like, dangerous or what they perceive to be dangerous.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like Ricky, you know, always has beautiful women following
right.
around. Because he's got, like, the pain thing. Yeah. He's got some angst, you know.
And he's always got pubic hair showing between his...
But let's be honest.
Which is great.
If he had the pain thing and he was like, you know, he was built like, you know, Patton Oswalt or something, it would be a different, like they like the ripped pain look that he's
Like
got.
I'm 300 pounds, I have high blood pressure, I'm dangerous. I could drop dead at any moment. Why aren't women, you know, coming after the right, right?
But let me ask you this, Laura, as a woman, what kind of woman goes for these guys? You know, there's a lot of women with Ted Bundy, all these murderers. What kind of woman is that?
A loser.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, the guy's unavailable now.
Yes.
See, I used to tell girls I killed someone.
Did
which
you?
is true, yeah. And so I didn't, it's not really even about anything except...
And did you kill someone?
No, I never did. I wouldn't do that. But... but what people don't understand is that murderers have a spontaneity. Women want men who are spontaneous. Right. A sports bar is predictable. A sports bar, you know, what else? You know, traveling to Disneyland or Club Med, it's like, okay, I'll go with it. You got money, but it's all predictable.
Right,
you know?
right. Then when somebody's going to mix it up a little, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what, to me, it's just more mystery. I don't know what women want. Like when you, especially young women, like that are out to your generation, which are my favorites because I'm a pervert, you know?
Yeah.
But like when you go, like I went once to this bar in Portland, Oregon. I flew to Portland to go to this bar, and so I'm at this bar, and this young kind of like rave chick comes up to me. Like she chose me to come up and start talking to.
Right.
And she was like, hi. And I said, how you doing? And she looked at me like how far off could I have been with how you doing? Like how...
I'll tell you, if you
What
want to
does
know
she
what
want?
women want, you got to see this movie called What Women Want with Mel Gibson and Helen Hunt.
I saw it.
That movie lays it all out. He gets hit on the head or something. I think he was below ground and he got shot and hit on the head. So it was a
Yeah, and it
combination.
was funny, too.
And then he was upstart. He walks out, he can hear everything they were saying.
It's kind of like that film with Harrison Ford when he got hit on the head.
What was that one? Indiana Jones?
No, it's something about Henry.
Henry,
The
right.
thing.
Oh,
Just a good head
same exact
smashing
thing.
is always good.
Well, the same exact injury, only I think different things happened.
Right.
And
Different personality.
I just want to... All right, look, peace comes from a commitment to shared values like watching these commercials. We'll be right back. Well, you know what? Politicians aren't allowed to tell the truth. Hillary Clinton's autobiography, Living History, was just released. It's a complete ball. A team of ghostwriters watered down her original chicken scratches. Luckily for you, I have a copy of that first draft. So we're going to compare it to the published book and see what we missed. Part 1 is where Hillary meets Bill.
When I first saw him in the law school student lounge, he was holding forth before a rapt audience of fellow students. As I walked by, I heard him say, "And not only that, we grow the biggest watermelons in the world."
I remember thinking, what an enthusiastic hick. If I'd known that watermelon wonk from Arkansas was going to be my life partner, I would have killed myself right there. Now, in this next passage, Hillary talks about their engagement.
Bill Clinton is nothing if not persistent. He sets goals, and I was one of them. He asked me to marry him again and again, and I always said no.
Now that I look back on it, our wedding day was Bill's only successful date rape. Here's Hillary meets she met Jackie Kennedy. It's in the...
She cautioned me that Bill, like President Kennedy, had a personal magnetism that inspired strong feelings in people.
See, that's not what I got here. It says, Jackie told me I was in big trouble. She said you can't change a man like that. You just have to hope he gets assassinated while you still have your looks. Here, Bill tells Hillary now how he befriended Monica Lewinsky.
He had talked to her a few times, and she had asked him for some job hunting help. This was completely in character for Bill.
She flashed the thong, he sprayed it on her dress, and he looked me in the eye and lied about it. That was completely in character for Bill. In this one, Bill tells Hillary about the affair with Monica Lewinsky.
I could hardly breathe. Gulping for air, I started crying and yelling at him. What do you mean? What are you saying? Why did you lie to me?
I gasped for air. I was disgusted. Then I remembered what Monica looked like, and I covered my mouth with a pillow so he couldn't hear me laugh.
My 8 years in the White House tested my faith and political beliefs, my marriage, and our nation's Constitution.
For all the crap I took during Bill's and my presidency, I should be given the Medal of Honor. I'll settle for the $8 million book advance and a Senate seat. But I should get the Medal of Honor. Well, that was Hillary's book. Bill's book is coming out next, you know that? I'm sure Chelsea's got a diary. Too bad Buddy's dead. We'll be right back.